What's up guys, Bob Buskirk here at ThinkComputers, and today we're taking a look at another extremely large case. This is the Fulmo GT from Enermax. It is their full tower case. It's one of the biggest cases that we're going to be checking out this year. So let's just go ahead and check it out. Starting at the front of the case here, we do have four 5¼ bays. Below that is a massive ventilated section right here, and behind that is an included 180mm intake fan. Now there's actually two different versions of this case. There's one right here that has the red accents, which we have, and then there's another one that has sort of like a lighter gray or maybe like an off-white color right here, but we do like the red. At the top of the case, you're going to find all of your buttons and connections and all of that fun stuff. So starting here, you have your power button, reset button, two USB 3.0 ports, headphone and microphone ports, two more USB 3.0 ports, and an eSATA port. Also over here, you have a light button for the fan, so turn the lights on and off, and you have a little fan controller here will go from low to high. Also, you see this section right here. This is actually a hard drive dock, so you can go ahead and slide your hard drive right in there for just an easy swap of changing files or something along those lines. The rest of the top of the case is all ventilation, as you can see here, and there is a very large 230mm fan up here that is included. On the side panel of the case, there is a very large ventilated section right here, and there's actually two 180mm cooling fans installed. There's actually room for two more as well. The back of this case has something that we really haven't seen on a case in quite some time. There's actually room for two power supplies. So you can mount a power supply here on the bottom and one here on the top. Now this one's actually blocked off because most people will only be using one power supply, but if you do have two, you can go ahead and remove the screws, take this plate out, and you can have two power supplies in your system. There's a lot of water cooling holes here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So if you want to do some type of external res or something like that, you have all of the holes needed. There is a 140mm cooling fan, and of course we have all of our expansion slots right there. Getting inside the case, there is a ton of room to work with here. Now this case supports every possible form factor you can think of. ATX, XL-ATX, HPTX, it's extended ATX, all will fit inside this case, so you have a ton of room. Along with all of that, you have a ton of cable routing holes here. We can count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and 13 if you count this one over here. All but the last one over there do include the rubber inserts as well, so you're not going to rip your cables and they're not going to tear when you're routing everything around. Now we'll start here at the front. You have your four 5¼ bays right here, and they just have a simple toolless locking system, which should work pretty well. Moving down, you have 10, that's right, 10 hard drive trays, and these easily come out like this. And these hard drive trays support 2.5-inch and 3.5-inch hard drives. This is, like I said, a massive case, so 10 hard drives, that is a lot of storage. Now down at the bottom here, it just is a very large ventilated section, and moving over to where your power supply is going to be mounted, you can actually Velcro it in, which is something we've really never seen before. But there's this Velcro strap that allows you to Velcro in your power supply just to keep it from not moving around. I guess there is some vibration dampening material around the power supply opening as well, so it's going to cut down on all of that noise. You have all of your expansion slots, your 140mm fan right there, and that is basically it for the inside here. There is two large cutouts here, so there's actually a dual CPU cutout here. So there's one here and one over here. Now if you're familiar with dual CPU motherboards, this is where the second CPU will be, and of course the first one's going to be over here, and there's actually room for a fan behind here as well, which is actually really cool. But they do have the dual cutout, so that means you can install CPU coolers without actually having to take the motherboard out of the case, which of course saves you a lot of time. But that's basically it here for our quick overview of Enermax's Fulmo GT case. Remember, this is a full tower, so we have a ton of room inside. Make sure you check back very soon on ThinkComputers.org, as we'll have our full written review. And remember guys, if you like our videos, why don't you subscribe? Catch you guys later.